Hello there, blah 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 Aether Keep. My name is Topher Grace, and today I will be your gracious host. It's defense replay time, and as you can see, the team is exactly what it once was, but as poorly as the last thumbnail may have aged, good old third place over here, or fourth, I don't even remember. The team didn't need to change because it was working just fine, and I figured, why bother tweaking it when this is happening tonight, the remix? And I mean, we already kind of know what's going to happen. This is certainly getting a combat refined, but sometimes they slip one nice effect in there. I don't know, we'll see. I also think that this might mean that it is a farewell to level 2 Triandra, because Firestorm Dance is just so good. I think she's gonna have to get the SP to learn that. It's simply necessary. But anyway, let's play Fire Emblem Heroes for the Nintendo iPhone. We have my favorite unit, the cornerstone of everything I try to do over here, trying to make a stand against my, one of my latest creations. Let's see just how that goes. We are zooming through a curated list of replays today. Now, the thrilling thing here is that we actually just win that honestly. That is why I run the team comp that I do for him. Also, Elise just does that to Camilla, a unit who is known to stack res and not do much else. It's really tough. But the most important thing here is what just happened, where there's flyer guidance on Embla that's always been there, but thanks to the Kanto on Yunaka's weapon, she comes all the way back, so we can get this Triandra to jump to here in a very unpredictable way, give her another shot to come and take down another target. It is my favorite AI interaction in this team, and I'm so glad that it's finally getting a chance to shine, and I wanted to show you. So that's the kind of high-level Aether Raids gaming you can expect when you come to Let's Play Study, hosted by me, Topher Grace, star of That 70s Show, which I know you're a big fan of. Let's keep it going. So that was the best Far Savior in the game's attempt. Didn't quite get there. Now we see the classic Phoenix Master Gale Force team, which is the player phase. A similarly strong player phase attempt. Let's see how this goes. They are fencing me. They are putting on their mask, getting out their épée. My name is Inigo Montoya, etc., etc. And here, these Tiana teams are weak to player phasing, but I would not call it easy to do when they are constructed correctly, because here, Grom doesn't charge anything, Grom doesn't take any damage, there is not really any follow-up play that's being enabled right now. And here, even with Heavy Blades, Salif doesn't get a single charge off of Embla, which I think is kinda nuts. Look at all this. That's a large number, he's got a lot going on. And from there they just have no follow-up, gotta get out of there. Whew. Let's keep it rolling with a classic. Oh god, I love that. Yunaka just does so much for the team right there. Okay, but for real, let's see what some new units are like, huh? Maybe we can check out a couple of those. So here we have Lumera and Altina, two of the newest units who are supposedly going to make an impact on the meta. Let's just take a look and see if they in fact do. Let's just see if that happens. Rare footage of Kagero being on the team and not immediately running in and taking out one of my major supports. Very rare footage. So Altina's pretty happy to just take Tile, but the thing about this Altina that has changed since past Altinas, or one specific past Altina, is that she doesn't come with null counter disrupt. And I feel like recently I've heard some slander toward Duo Elise about them not making much of a splash when they came out and being phased out of the meta very quickly even from there. I beg to differ. I think Flash is still, like, ridiculous. I'm so glad there's no Flash special. When they add it, I think the game will get unplayable. But for now, I'm happy to be the one person spamming Omega Flash on people because it just seems to get so much done. Also, Camilla demonstrating why she's a tremendously unfair unit, because 30 true damage against someone who has 40 HP is just silly. It's just silly. It shouldn't be in the game. Why is it in the game? No one can answer that. And really, just, I mean, the double dancer... I never want to give up this double dancer setup. It just does so much work. And, from there, what can you do, right? There's no way to get out far enough. So, well played. Thank you for letting... I love when these new units get used against my team so I can see what happens, because I don't have most of them. I didn't know. Maybe Altina just takes 0 damage from everything. You can never be too sure. So speaking of new units and meta threats, they're not that new, but they're still very relevant. This is a very cool replay, I think, because it's always good to get footage against this unit, and it's always good to see a success come from it, so how does it play out? Also, very jealous. Mine is, I think, +6 or 7 now. I'm so close. I want her to be +10. I want to give her the sword and all the fodder, but I can't yet. It's very frustrating. Let's see what happened here. Also, rare footage of Tina on offense. I don't think that's going to happen after she stops being bonus? Is she bonus? I'm not entirely sure what the situation is here. But they do not have the thing, so my team's gonna move. And one more time for the fans. We got Elise doing it to it. Do it to it. Doing it to him. At least we'll do it to it. And so this team, you know, there's not really like a blue threat. This team doesn't explicitly account for and try to counter Byleth. But what I think is brilliant, I'm not going to toot my own horn that much. What I like about the way this team functions is that it doesn't have to account for Byleth. We account for the concept of saviors in general with the Embla and Flash 1-2 punch. And while the Flash doesn't do anything to Byleth, the weird positions you're forced into by Embla just kind of make the Byleths untenable. You can't really position them right, it is what seems to be the case.
Please accept this.
I want to be very clear with you. Hang on, wait a second, there's more. So I want to be very clear that she was fully breaking. This is base kit. She's just taking attack speed solo as a seal. This is... I did trade for her to get these stats. With the double blessing, her stats are frankly ridiculous. I might have a fort advantage here. I do, so that's part of it, but still, she is just going absolutely crazy. What an absolute unit. And I've always liked Elise. So it's fun to give her a little bit of a spotlight here.
Got you something.
I'm also still pulling colorless on the Special Hero 4-star special in hopes of getting a Halloween Sakura, the other half of the duo, because Dagger Valor is the one that I don't have, so say a little prayer that I might get some Dagger Valor or more copies of Winter Marth. I already got one. And one is pretty good. Now, we have a very important match, the subscribers only match, so if you haven't clicked the button yet, maybe do me a little favor and tap it, because I think you're going to want to see this. That's right, we have the entire new banner here. And, this is another unit that I hadn't really thought about at all. I've heard people saying that he is now the best Godsword. I personally, honestly, still don't really see him as an enemy phase unit. Maybe I am talking crazy, maybe I do not know anything. It is very realistic. It is a very realistic possibility that those things are true. But in this particular case, well, I guess we'll find out what happens, won't we? So they said that they actually don't use Lumera to ruse, which is interesting to me, but... So the Noke goes in. Pew pew. Deadeye. Deadeye doesn't do much because her true damage isn't counted toward the Deadeye damage, so she really isn't doing much to that guy at all. But to this guy, she has a thing or two to say. And this time, these are just actual numbers. And she's neutral. So, I am not sold on the Godsword emblem Marth. I'm just not. Maybe I have a biased data set. Quite possible. But for now, I'm sticking to that story. And I don't know if you knew, but Camilla, Legendary Camilla, is like an actual broken unit. Like just not fair. Just not a fair unit, and with that, there's not much else to be done. So sorry to get you in that way, but that's how it goes. Now, we're getting pretty much to the end of this. This is a curated list after all, but I do owe you the footage of what does beat this team, and it might not be terribly surprising to you that it is this unit and this unit, who, you know, I mean, there is no counter. Also, oh, never mind. Ah, there it is. I knew there was something special about this team. So, yeah, you can kind of see what's going on here. Not really much of a counter. Historically, this unit does really well against any team I build. I am not sure if that is my own personal deficiency or just a case of something that people didn't give the respect it deserved, but such is the world we're living in. So let's see how they do it. Now I want to say, this one's dedicated to all the subscribers, even though it is not the subscribers only match, but you kind of had to cross that threshold to get here, so... Or maybe you just enjoyed the black screen for however long it happened. The technology on YouTube is amazing. But, this is a trap gamble. This was not guaranteed. Except that I have a YouTube channel where I show off my defense every week, so in many ways it was not a gamble. It could have easily been confirmed. But it is worth that price to me to show this to you and share this fleeting presence together while you're eating dinner or whatever. So thanks for being here, I really do appreciate it, and this will not be held against you, don't you worry. I don't think we need to see Edelgard do Edelgard things 15 times, so... I do think it's very cheeky of them to, leave the high-level one alive. I mean, one more action, one more Fury Recoil, and Edelgard actually to go down there, so, you know, maybe with that weapon refine, this strategy doesn't work like that anymore. I do think it's time to let go of the, level 2 Triandra, unfortunately. So, while we have a little candlelight ceremony to mourn the loss of level 2 Triandra, we're gonna play this one as a way to play us out, and I'm gonna say, hey, I hope you're having a good week. Thank you so much for watching. If you somehow slipped in the back door and missed the ticket check, please press the subscribe button, because I thought that subscribers only match was pretty cool, and you probably want to see it, so worth doing that. I'll appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers, everybody. I think I want to start streaming more with that to celebrate in general. I'm getting a new computer, so it should make it easier, so there's that. And, just thanks for making Let's Play Study what it is. Looking forward to the update tonight. Maybe I'll stream or do something with it. And other than that, got some offense matches coming this week for sure. I have the secret Edelgard strategy that they don't want you to know about. And that is gonna do it, so, till then.